Oh, hi. Okay, we're going to do a little tarot for you because it's just been that really gorgeous, beautiful new moon in Taurus. Feeling a little bit juicy from it. I did some journaling and just writing intended manifestations. There's an astrologer called May, and she popped up and said, aim to relook at these intended manifestations on November 5th. And I got really, really like jazzed up to have a look or write down really specifically. It's ongoing, right? We're always kind of creating and manifesting and feeling and sensing. And okay, divine guidance and loving clarity is my intention with tarot. Divine guidance and loving clarity. I do offer private readings. You can check all that out on my website, all2love.com. There's a message coming through, you guys. It could be work related, or some of you might be taking a bit of a break from work, from the grind, to move forward. There's something worth protecting, but also you're wanting to move forward. Maybe like an idea, like there's this message that pops in, and then somebody's like, yeah, let's do that, let's work on that, and you're like, oh, back off, I hold on. Let's refine the idea, perhaps, right? Yeah, definitely. Maybe even keep the idea to yourself. There's a King of Cups reversed here, which, especially if this is like an invitation, hey, let's do this, and you're like, I'm not so sure, trust that. It might be better off that you go your own way with something. You've got your own inspiration and ideas, right? The Ace of Cups, moving towards a renewal of your energy or moving towards a new beginning. Yeah, moving towards the new beginning is definitely looking more empowered for you, and probably for a lot of us with the energies happening right now. Rather than going back to something or being enticed by something that's too good to be true or just doesn't feel quite right, like, oh, I don't know, like, I feel like I might have to protect myself, or I'm not really sure if I can be myself, or maybe it feels too fast and rushy, like, hurry, hurry, make a decision, or um, come this way. And you're like, no, I just want to go in this direction. It feels more in alignment. It feels more heart centered for me. And then there's this like empowerment glow up with the King of Wands. Ooh, baby. For a lot of you, this is breaking some patterns, possibly of codependency or people pleasing. Somebody comes in with an idea, or, like, oh, like, this is how you're going to want to work. Some of you, the Eight of Cups or Eight of Pentacle reverse, some of you are probably leaving a job, like somebody, and the boss is like, oh, here, like, have more money, and you're like, no, I'm good, I'm gonna move in this direction, but thank you. And this is ending a long-standing karmic pattern of people pleasing, or thinking, well, okay, boss, like, if you really want me to be here, but deep down you're like, no, there's this Knight of Swords. Sometimes I can think of breaking contracts or finishing a contract, or going, no, like, I'm good, thank you, I'm gonna move in this direction, I want to move to a new place, I want to take a new beginning. Ace of Cups, and a new beginning that feels better, and thus wanting to anchor in greater foundation, greater stability in your own foundational creation station. Creation station reality. Slow and steady, right? I would say I'm getting some of you, this is maybe like a side hustle or some business that you've been working on behind the scenes that you're now ready to move forward. And then the old job, or the boss is like, oh, but we don't want to lose you, and we want you to be here, and well, maybe it's not 100%, but like, they might offer you more money or entice you to come back, and you're just like, no, I'm good. The Seven of Wands could be like standing your ground. I'm good, thank you. No, thank you. Like, they might be a little bit of coercion, or a little bit of like, guilt tripping or something like that. This King of Cups with the Seven of Swords reverse, right? With the message coming through, like, you can't leave the business. I think some of you have really done a lot of healing and or actually been working with a healer, or maybe even doing some training as like shamanic training, or there's been some, because like, you know, you're working away and now you're finally ready to go your own way. You're finally ready to maybe leave something that you just wanted to leave anyway, for a stronger security in your foundation with regards to your integrity and feeling good, feeling free emotionally, right? So ending some people pleasing patterns or codependency patterns or a lack of empowerment or scarcity, right? Because the Ten of Swords reverse, you're now overcoming it, you're sidestepping, you're like, I don't want to go back into those patterns, I don't want to do this job anymore, I don't want to work like this anymore, I want to be my own boss, I want to work with people that really, really inspire me, like whatever it might be. There's something about a much stronger foundation in your integrity and in your truth, and having to cut loose patterns where you feel indebted to people, or you feel like, oh God, like having to work like too much for not so much reward. Yeah, the rebirth card here. And knowing that, and again, this will resonate if it resonates, but like knowing, no, you know how much you've worked on something, you know how much courage it's required for you to make something happen or work something out, and you're like, no, now is the time, I gotta go my own way, I gotta feel good, I gotta renew, I gotta keep putting the work in. And now putting the work in here means I can't really put the work in the same way in here, so good luck, you know, off I go. You know the courage it's taken to get to this point, which is why and how you're breaking free from some of these old patterns. They would have been painful. They would have been like draining as anything. So you've been structuring a more solid foundation for yourself. Caretaker energies here, which is often that codependent people pleasing stuff, like looking after other people, tending to other people's businesses, like doing stuff like that for other people. And now you're like, right, now it's time. I'm going to just fully commit to doing this for myself, going my own way, believing in my own vision. And eventually King of Wands, eventually kind of having that sense of status and power and empowerment in knowing everything you've been through to keep moving you forward. All right, that's the reading for today. It is April 28th. I hope that you guys had a really enjoyable new moon in Taurus yesterday, and, you know, ongoing for the next couple of weeks until we have the next lunation. And let me know, well, you don't have to let me know, but if there's any manifestations coming in from the last cycle, or how you guys are feeling, if you're feeling a bit recharged and rebooted from all of these great cosmic shifts that are happening for us collectively and individually. I have a Patreon community. I just did a live share for my Patreons. They get access to the link so they can join me live. And they're often channeled messages and divinely guided shares from my own heart to yours. I hope you have a magical day. I'll look forward to seeing you guys real soon. Take care. Peace out.